Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink. Today I am in a slightly different setting, okay? I still have plants behind me, but I'm actually house sitting. I'm actually house sitting for Greg, who is also part of our whiskey club, sort of. And he has a hell of a stash of whiskey. So I'm going to be attempting to steal them while he's away in Vietnam. So anyway, today I am going to be taking you through a bit of a interesting one, okay? We had this, and I really needed to have this with you. It's a Springbank 21-year-old. You might have heard of Springbank. I'm not sure if you would have. You might be interested in it. I'm going to just pour the whole lot. I don't have to save some for my wife because she's already tried this. And Springbank 21-year-old, 43.3% cask 12 by Adelphi, bottled by Adelphi, 2000 to 2021. I don't have the fancy bottle with me, unfortunately. I stole the sample during a tasting. But anyway, let's get sniffing. Let's get sniffing. Like a greenhouse in here. All right. Shit, it's a bit... This couch is made for people with long legs. All right. So you can see it's leather, easy to clean up. I can make a mess on it. Just get a mop and bucket. So I digress. Oh, okay. So look, Springbank invokes emotion. When we sit down and have Springbank, everyone shits the bed, pisses themselves, busts a nut and a she-nut. Everyone gets excited. But not all Springbanks are good. I mean, look, a Springbank is fucking good. But not every Springbank is going to be good. You know, it's impossible. So Adelphi is known, in my opinion, Adelphi is known for their clinical approach to whiskey. They don't seem to like the funky, stinky stench of sherry cask influence and the funky, dunnagey kind of smell. So this is what makes this dram going to be interesting for me today, okay? I mean, if it was a signatory or distillery bottling, that's different. But this is what's going to make this interesting for me today. So let's get sniffing. I want to shove my face in this hole, and then let's get sniffing. Oh, sickly coconut, vanilla, honey, multiflora honey, a drop of citrus. It's kind of like a lemon and honey. You know when someone gives you lemon and honey? It is very steely on the nose, very steely, prosciutto fat. Now, I don't know if this is Springbank or Hazelburn, actually. Very steely, definitely very clinical. I'd hazard a guess this is a Hazelburn. I don't actually know. I don't know if there's actual information online, but it doesn't smell like your funky Springbank, your dirty Springbank. It doesn't have much sherry influence from what I can gather. But the nose seems like it's too clean for a Springbank. Anyway, who knows? Maybe you can tell me. What do you think? What is this? I don't actually know. I don't actually care. I just get given some whiskey, I drink it, and I appreciate it. So, whatever. White pepper, crystallized ginger on the nose. Oh, I'm a bit disheveled today. I just took a sip of that. I wasn't even finished nosing, but let me get back to nosing. I don't know why. Bizarre. But anyway. Talcum powder. apricot jam. But there's definitely a steely smell to that, a steely smell. I associate the steely smell with triple distilled whiskey sometimes. That's what makes me think it is a Hazelburn. But look, I can't be sure. But the nose is glorious. The nose is pleasant. And I can't complain. I can't complain. But let's get sipping. Now I can sip. Shit. Now, honestly, I don't even know what was happening there. I'm just all over the place today. I've had too much coffee. My mind's going faster than my limbs and all that shit. Okay. Citrus oils. Pine resin. Humidor. Cedar. There's a slight smokiness to this. I can't put my finger on it. A slight smokiness, a waft of smoke. Just a little bit. Sorry about that. Quite thin on the palate. Doesn't coat the palate too much. The mouthfeel is quite light. Definitely very clinical, clean. I am thinking there's a Hazelburn. It does say Springbank, but it tastes like a Hazelburn, but that's just a theory. I'm assuming it's a Springbank, by the way. I'm not saying it's a Hazelburn. Fuck off, okay? I'm just saying it tastes like a Hazelburn. It smells like a Hazelburn. It doesn't smell that funky, oily, meaty Springbank, that funky fungal smell of a Springbank, okay? It doesn't smell like that. Dried apricot, a slight tartness and bitterness, a slight sweetness. The honey is there. Pine resin is there. There's a metallic taste to it, like sucking on a stainless steel butt plug. I mean, stainless steel spoon. Look, it's a really strange dram. You know, when I have Springbank, I associate heft, weightiness, meatiness, oiliness, funkiness, fungal, dunnage, fusty, sweat-soaked leather, gimp mask and bondage gear. Not that I know what that would be like, just, you know, in theory. Just that kind of earthy, leathery, salty mix of flavors. This is strange. This is a fruit, dried fruit, some peaches, some green, like a pine resin, a slight medicinal note. It's very, very clean though, very clean on the palate, almost very shallow on the palate. I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on what I'm tasting here. If someone said to me this was another spirit, I would honestly not even second guess it. There is nothing about this that to me feels like Springbank, which is fucking bizarre to me. Because if it's a Springbank 21, that's a lot of maturation in a Springbank barrel. Maybe the Springbank barrel was taken to Adelphi's warehouse and it did not have the same maturation process as a Springbank usually would. Okay, that's one theory that I've got, because I don't really know the conduct. I've heard that sometimes they can buy the barrel from a young age and store it. Sometimes they'll pick a barrel and buy it and bottle it. And I'm guessing this could have been dislocated from Campbelltown out of the dunnage and put into the warehouse of Adelphi. I don't know. I wish I wish the Adelphi guys, I'm going to post this in the Adelphi Facebook page. I hope that they would actually tell me if that is the case, but I have no idea. It is very clean on the palate. It doesn't have that oil, that heft that builds on itself. It tastes like a hazel burn. So I don't really know how to feel about it. It's a Springbank. And look, I mean, is it a bad whiskey? I mean, no, it's not a bad whiskey. I mean, for me to say it's a bad whiskey, it's first world fucking problems. It's a delicious whiskey. I can sit here and drink a bottle of this, actually. It's quite sessionable. The ABV is low and civilized. But is it the Springbank I was hoping for? No. Not even close. Like I said, it doesn't even taste like a Springbank. So there lies a conundrum. Is it a Springbank or not? Hell, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, look. Until next time, make sure you eat, smoke, drink. Cheers.